Hey everybody, just want to come on here and continue talking about why I feel the DS is for me. And as I'm going through this, I don't want it to come across as saying this is the only surgery for everybody. That's not what I mean to say. This is just how I feel this is the most appropriate surgery for me. And hope to maybe inform some people out there, if they don't know what it is, to maybe research it for themselves. So when I was first researching surgery, I had only thought there was a band, the bypass, and the sleeve. But soon I found some information on the DS, and I really started looking into that. When I was looking at the first three that I mentioned, I wasn't really quite sold on any of those for me. So I was really glad to find that there was another surgery out there, and it seemed to be the best fit for me. So what is the DS? The DS is both a malabsorption and a restrictive procedure. One of the types of surgeries that would work for me. So I was happy to stumble across this information. You basically have a sleeve with a strong malabsorption component. Now, a significant portion of the small intestine is bypassed. The malabsorption component that's seen in the gastric bypass isn't permanent in all patients. However, with the DS, the malabsorption is permanent, and it's a bit more severe than the malabsorption with the gastric bypass. And food and digestive juices don't actually mix together until they reach what's called the common channel, which is the last 3 feet of the intestine. With the DS, you get a wider variety of food and medication choices. There's also a strong metabolic component with the DS that you don't get with other procedures. Next, I found that really helpful for my comorbidities that might help make it more difficult for me to lose weight. Also, the pylorus remains intact with the DS, so there's no dumping. There's also no marginal ulcers. Now, there's some facts of what the DS patients absorb. Now, you absorb 20% of fat, 60% of protein, 60% complex carbs, and 100% of simple carbs. So you're basically on a high protein, low carb diet. Also with the DS, the appendix and gallbladder are often removed. Sorry, my bird's feathers everywhere. And many people that have heard about the DS think it's only for those with a BMI over 50. And that's just not the case. And also, I was reading on revision boards that a lot of people that were looking for a revision from the gastric bypass revised to a DS, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So I looked to see what people revised from the DS from, and I couldn't find anything except that they got their DS reversed. And there's some statistics on the DS that I read about. It says that the DS has the best results of all the procedures. Not only does it have the highest amount of long-term weight loss, it also has the highest resolution of most comorbidities. There's a 99% cure rate for diabetes. And I've even, at the seminar I attended, heard about an insulin-dependent diabetic that walked out after surgery, no medication, not even metformin. It was just completely cured. Most doctors estimate success with surgeries with the 50% estimated weight loss or greater. And since I have really bad problems with my joints and mobility, I need to get the most weight off that I can. Sorry, my bird's acting up. And so that's why I was really in favor of the DS, as a pre-op, that's pretty important as you look at the statistics, thinking, well, which bad side effects do I want to live with? How much weight am I going to lose? Am I going to get rid of all these comorbidities? And since I'm pretty on the scale right now, and in the comorbidity section it ain't pretty, I really wanted to get the type of surgery out there that had the best long-term results. You know, so here I am fighting for the DS. Reasons why I feel the bypass wasn't for me is, I have a continued need of NSAIDs, and you can't do that with the bypass. Also, you can get reactive hypoglycemia, and since I already have it, it wouldn't be a pretty sight. I'm alone a lot, and if I were to pass out again on my own, there'd be nobody to, because with the hypoglycemia I would pass out when my blood sugar gets too low. Right now I'm trying to control that, I'm on medications, but there's an even greater chance of having those problems. I don't like those problems. I don't want any more chances of getting them. And I'm not really in favor of having the stomach remained in there. Like I said before, the regain stats scare me, and I want to keep this weight off when I lose it. Not a matter of if anymore, it's when I lose it. Trying to get into that mindset. So that's basically it. Just took into account my comorbidities, past weight loss attempts, and health problems. Sorry, my bird's being weird. Also, the whole thing with hypothyroidism, you gotta try twice as hard. Not that I'm not gonna try twice as hard, but any extra weight on this frame is just gonna cause more pain, and I'm just really tired of the pain, so I'm out here trying to fix it, and I think this is what would really work for me. Also, there's more food and medication choices for DS patients. Like I said, there's no meat getting stuck, there's no anything getting stuck, and at least from what I've read, there's nothing getting stuck. Not to say it's not going to happen, but you can take NSAIDs and steroids, and sometimes I need steroids for my asthma, and I'm not guaranteed that it's going to go away if I lose the weight, I think that's pretty much it. I might chime in later if I forget something. Probably am forgetting something. But anyway, that's pretty much why I'm here fighting for the DS. If there's a surgery out there that you really think's for you, I urge you to, give it your all and fight it for it. Because it will be worth it in the end. You just have to fight for it and know that you can do this.